everybody. This is Dr. Stephanie, your double board certified critical care physician who works with physicians that are struggling with their jobs, burnt out with their careers, or who just want some career advice. Through my books, webinars, coaching, and speaking, I help physicians discover alternative jobs and careers in medicine so that they can practice medicine on their own terms. Happy Saturday, everybody. I am here at the W Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia at the Medical Moguls Mastermind Conference. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to do a Facebook Live on how to travel for locums, how to eliminate the stress and maximize the benefit. So before we get started, if you're watching me live, let me know you're watching me live. If you're watching this on replay, tap replay. If you like this, hit the like button. If you love it, hit the love button. And please feel free to share. Hi, Tamisha. How are you? Thanks for joining us on this Saturday. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to share some travel tips and tricks because, as you all know, well, most of you should know that I just left the locums assignment in West Virginia and came straight here for this conference. And so many doctors who do locums, hey, Natasha, how are you? Often complain that traveling for locums is so tiring, and I just wanted to show some of my tricks because I often do multiple trips back to back. So I'll do a locums assignment and then go to a conference and then go home. And so I just wanted to share some of the things that I do that makes traveling for locums not stress-free, but minimizes the stress and maximizes the benefits. So that's what we're going to talk about for a few minutes today. I've always said that one of the best things you can do as a locums doctor to maximize your chance of success is to travel. However, so many physicians are reluctant to do that, and so many physicians who travel for locums often complain that they find it exhausting. But if you take a few minor tips, if you make a few minor adjustments, you will see that you can do some things to really minimize the stress and maximize the benefit. So the first thing that you need to do in order to minimize the stress associated with traveling for locums is to automate the process. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is you want to make as many things routine as you can so that you don't have to think about a lot of them. So do things like this. Travel using the same airline so that you are so familiar with their processes that you don't have to think about it. Use the same hotel chain. If you're going on a recurrent assignment, stay in the same hotel. Use the same rental car company. So do as much as you can do to automate the process. Use your online app so that you can check in online for both your hotel, your airline, and even your rental car company. Do those things so that the process is automated. Because the thing is, you want to automate the process so that you don't have to think about it. And the more steps that you can put on autopilot, the better off you will be. So try to automate as much of the process as you can. Also, avoid doing things that when you travel that don't serve you any purpose. Driving to the airport serves you no purpose. You're spending 50 minutes in a car serving you no purpose. So if you can get away with not driving to the airport by using either Uber or Lyft or a cab, do that because that's downtime that you will have. Also, avoid standing in lines if you can. Standing in lines, serves you no purpose and it uses a lot of energy. So use things such as TSA PreCheck and Clear and whatever else you can do to speed up that process because you want this travel process to be as routine and automated as you can. And doing those simple things will help you to eliminate the stress. So you have to automate the process. The next thing you need to do is to maintain your daily routine. So whatever routine you have established when you're at home and you work at home, keep that same routine when you go on the road for a locums assignment. Because here's the thing. When you're traveling for a locums assignment, you're not going on vacation, you're traveling to work. So look at locums as work away from home instead of home away from home. You're going to work. So therefore, keep the same routine. Get up at the same time every day. Go to bed at the same time every day. Exercise at the same time every day. Eat the same types of foods. Going on a locums assignment is not an opportunity for you to try new and different things because you don't know how that is going to affect you. So you don't really want to do that. Maintain your same self-care routine in terms of if you get up and go run for 3 miles before going to work at home, do the same thing on locums assignment. If you read a certain amount of time during the day, or you pray or do yoga or meditate when you're at home, continue these same practices when you are on your locums assignment. So by maintaining your daily routine, it minimizes the stress, minimizes the energy that you have to expend in order to readjust things. You want to keep things as much similar, as you can possibly do. And the third thing, in order to minimize the stress and maximize the benefit of traveling while you work for locums, is to control your schedule. So what I mean by that, a lot of doctors say, oh, I'm so tired coming off this locums assignment, this traveling is killing me. But it's not actually the travel per se, it's the fact that you just worked a crazy schedule. Like for me, and you all know this, the month of September, like some of August leading into September, I did a 32-day stretch in 36 days, and I flipped between the day shift and the night shift. And I did that because one of the physicians was on vacation. I wanted to pick up those days. I did that to myself. So, it was a long locums assignment, but I would have been exhausted working that schedule, whether or not I worked it out of town on assignment or whether I worked that assignment at home locally. So the fatigue you have may not be because you've been on the road traveling. It may be because you were working an exhausting schedule. So you have to consider that. If you wouldn't work 15 night shifts in a row at home, then don't take a locums assignment requiring you to work 15 night shifts, because that in and of itself is going to make you exhausted. So figure out what is your optimal work schedule and try to stick to it. For me, as a critical care physician, I like to do 15 shifts a month, 7 on, 7 off. That works for me. Am I able to stick to that all the time based on the assignments? No, but I do know that if I work anything else that varies, I'm probably going to be a little more stressed and a little more fatigued. I recognize that. So I recommend that in order to minimize the stress associated with working locums and traveling for locums is to control your schedule. Work in a schedule that optimizes what is best for you. So if you do those three things, if you automate the process, put as much of the travel process on autopilot as you can. If you automate the process, if you maintain your daily routine and daily schedule, and you figure out what your optimal work schedule is, and you control your work schedule, if you do these three things, I can guarantee you your stress as a locums doctor will decrease when you travel, and then you can really enjoy some of the travel perks that you get when you rack up all these airline miles and hotel points and all of these fun things and these good benefits. So for those of you who are interested in doing more locums, learning about locums, please download your free copy of my locums ebook. It's called Locum Tenens, Your Questions Answered. Go to bit.ly, drstephanielocumsebook.com. For those of you who have more questions about locum tenens, please reach out to me online. You can message me on Facebook, and I hope you have a great weekend. This is Dr. Stephanie. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.